There we go. In the top right, we have our Zerg player Dark, Helen, or how you ever want to call him. It's definitely Dark. And the top bottom left, it is Byun, playing for Shopify Rebellion. And let's take a quick look at the base. So you have a main base and a ramp, and then you have a second ramp, which is blocked with minerals. Yes, there is no path. You need to mine those out. It is 4 trips. It's 20 minerals on each of those. And then you have 2 more geysers here. You have 3 gold patches and 3 blue patches. And you can expand inside your high ground area. Yes. So let's take a look at Dark. He's actually going for a very quick hatchery and try to gobble up those gold resources as fast as he can with this build. And then the map gets really crazy. So you basically cannot be broken on 2 bases, right? And you have a little bit extra income. So then the third base, yeah, the natural, it's accessible from 2 paths. One is the ramp, and one is like a huge area, low ground to low ground, or same level area. Then you have a gold base, which is pokeable from this high ground. It is accessible from this area. So you can just sweep down with forces here, melee forces, links for example, and completely wreck the mineral line. You can put lurkers up here, or you can take tanks, you can use colossi, you can use storms even from the high ground into this low ground. There's so many possibilities to completely destroy the space. Then, but you can like kind of have this as a stepping stone and just push into this area very easily and secure that base. And then you also have this base, which kind of tightens up your main position a little bit and is still on the high ground. So there's a lot of possibilities to go over this map. And then you have like bases in the bottom right if you lose the top left, like as a Jan for example. It's super weird and I love it. So fun. Been producing great games. And there we go. Yeah, Dark actually going for very high economy boost at the start, it seems. Then he's gonna sacrifice some of his links and queens. He didn't make any links, is what I mean. So he's sacrificing extra mining time there. But if he can lose no drones. Oh, he's even laughing. This is hehe. And well, he's laughing at Byun. By the way, for everyone who didn't know, congratulations to Dark. He just became a father, I think a couple days ago. His daughter was born. He made a post on Twitter and everything. So congratulations to the man. And I wish I could read Korean right now. I unfortunately cannot. Those two are bantering all the time in Open Cups. Okay, so on the other side, Byun as well is mining from those gold minerals healthy, and he has a third base already on location here, trying to catch up to Dark. And actually this third is faster than the one from Dark, it seems. This was all before it was definitely before the starport, and we see it's gonna be 3 racks, no starport for now. And some Hellions to try to keep the map presence here. And let's see what Dark is gonna do. So he could mine out this area, which I would not advise for now, because it's just gonna open up a path for the Hellions. But there we go. So he's gonna expand into the gold area. I was waiting for the 4th base here. As you can see, with the extra mineral income from these gold patches, a lot of base boosting kind of is. Like it propels you into 4 bases so quickly. 3 base or 4 base setups so fast. You get so many minerals. You can hardly even spend those, so you kind of have to make extra bases. I kind of hope to see some weird new all-ins, which are only possible timing-wise because of how these in-base gold patches are actually located and the extra gases you have and stuff. Maybe there's like some cool tricks you can do with like super gas heavy, where you kind of like, I don't know, long distance mine one of these geysers or something, you know. I don't know, man. Maybe there's like some really cool things This could be also like a great map for opening battle cruisers, it feels like, just because you have so well defended resources. It feels like the possibilities are infinite at this point. So yeah, lovely map so far. Dim completed here, and Dark is gonna try to poke out with some roaches. But yeah, Stim, as I said, is completed. Stim Marines really good against no speed roach. This roach is a little bit out of position here. And those guys are just looking at Nova. Alright, finally the lair is done. We've got +1 missile attack here, and I assume we're gonna get roach speed in just a second. Let's go Dark. Are you gonna click it or not? Maybe not. Would be a little bit weird though, to be honest, because he still has some roaches. He's going into range attack, and I don't see Hydralisk then yet. And there we go, roach being clicked. On the other side, Byun double drop is coming in here. Of course, the dropships have been very, very late. There should be a 4th base coming soon, if this is not going to be an Atrax, which I kind of don't think we're going to see, but yeah. Let's wait and see how this drop is going to perform. If we could cancel roach speed, this would be great. Dark already anticipating this, throwing down another roach warren. Yep, denied. There we go. Losing 1 medivac though and 8 marines for this is a little bit pricey, it feels like. He gets 3 drones though on the other side with his Hellions. Make it 4, maybe even a 5th. And he's gonna, well, pull Dark apart a little bit here. Now finally getting picked off. So far so good. Good start it feels like here for Byun. And also delaying the production of his opponent and definitely the tech. So these roaches, well, they're not gonna be, well, upgraded for a while, right? He has so many roaches. He has so many roaches and they're all slow. So Dark cannot really go for a +1/+1 timing if he wanted to. And now he's just going into a hive. Expanding again here. Also getting a Baneling nest. Okay. I don't think we have Link speed. Ooh, this medivac has been seen. I think we have Link speed. Yeah, there we go. It's not finished yet. It's on the way though. At least he didn't forget about it. Oh, the boost. On the other side, still no 4th base here, so this is kind of a heavy commitment here for Byun. And Armory is done, engineering base not producing, but finally starting the +2 attack at least. This feels like very tight, this position. Dark feels not really like he has, like there's no opening into his bases right now. I love the setup. He's getting +1 melee now, so we're probably gonna transition into more of a Ling Ultra game. Ling Bane Ultra. It could be Ling Lurker, or Ling Bane Lurker. But there's no Hydra Den yet, there's no Lurker Den, so I assume he's just gonna wait for the hive and gonna throw down an Ultralisk Kevin rather soon somewhere. Maybe, sometimes he just gets it for Adrenal as well though. Like going into Adrenalings. But there we go, Ultralisk Cavern on the way. I hope he still clicks Adrenal though. A very good upgrade. We have Link speed, we have Roach speed, we have Bane speed, everything's here. Good snipe on the tank. Byun opening up this tower, so you need to destroy these rocks to open up the tower so you actually get the vision. And it gets good vision, this tower. Gets you a good position here. But Byun, man. Finally 4th base is probably gonna take the safe base here. It should be safe base, but is it gonna be? Dark coming in for a push here. Only gonna get a tank though. Losing some units. Rotating again. The Banelings are in good position to snipe some marines and get decent connections there. I think this was good enough here for Dark. Just resetting a little bit of the army bit by bit. And his transition is still going on. He's making more Ravagers, he's making more Banes. He's about to start making Ultralisks. The Cavern is finished. And we got another engage, and it feels like Byun is a little bit clumped in this area. He doesn't really have enough tanks to really use this position that much. I mean, if I can push forward, and reach the gold, eventually it might be great. But as we say that, Vipers are coming in for the Blinding Cloud flank here, completely disabling these tanks, and now it's only Byun units. Even on 2-2, they're not gonna win this fight against such a sophisticated army on the Zerg side. It's only hatchery attack, but of course with all the upgrades. And there we go, completely pushed back here by Dark. GG, well played. I mean, only Marine, Medivac and Marauder are not gonna win against Ding, Bane, Ravager, Roach. These in such numbers. Okay, hop into game number 2. Is what 1-0 for Dark. Game 2, let's start. Top right of Alcuan, it is Dark, and bottom left it is Byun. Seems okay. We're gonna get a low ground wall here. So this might be the 3 Reaper opening with 2 barracks. And on Dark side, nothing out of the order so far. Overlord into the hatchery expand most likely. So, thank you everyone at this point for tuning in. Hope you're enjoying so far. Again, this is a no tap, no health bar cast. It's mental. I just want to see if we can do a little bit different style of casting here and still enjoy the game for what it is, while not cluttering our interface with information we also get just from the game. Watching it. And maybe it builds some suspense. I don't think it does, to be honest, that much. But a little bit, I guess. It's a little bit more than if you have all the information in a production tab all the time. I had like a situation where there was so much going on and then there was like battle cruisers just appearing. That was actually great. I think that was Gumiho against Ragnarok. I have this one on the YouTube channel. You can see down in the bottom left here, MapuTV Gaming. That's the one I've putting a lot of work in recently, so please go ahead, check it out, give it a follow if you like it, and just hit some likes on the videos if you like those. Also, I'm working with Autosis on Autosis Casts 2, which is exclusively, well, all the other games, not StarCraft Root War, basically. And currently, there's a lot of StarCraft 2 casts that we have been covering there. And also Zero Space Stormgate for now. And also new games, whichever they may be, are about to follow once released or open, or like if anything else basically comes up, it's gonna be on that channel from Autosis. And I'm working as an editor on that channel, so we're working together on that one. Please also go ahead and check that one out. Oh, is he gonna see the drone? Yes, I think he saw it. So he can deny the space for now. He could even kill the drone there, force the extractor to die with 3 Reapers and kill the drone. He's gonna be very defensive though with this 1 Reaper, and yeah, I mean this is Dark in a nutshell. He's just gonna go for the other one, but this is gonna get seen, and the drone gets bounced to the extractor. But this is a good deny so far. Can he actually... Yeah, block this one again. Can he snipe the drone? This would be amazing if he could. 1 hit. Oh, he sacrifices the Reaper, but I think worth it. Now though, this position, he pulled away the Reapers from there because it was a little bit, well, I guess unsecure. And now the base goes down at the top there for Dark. Well, and Byun lost the Reaper, but I think worth it. Huge delay on the 3rd base so far. As you can see, 3rd is what, 30 seconds? And only 20 seconds for Dark. 30 seconds already for Byun. There we go. One Reaper gets caught there. Wow, well done here from Dark. He should not get stim though. We still got one Reaper. We have 4 Marines behind the wall. This should be easily defendable. And such an amount of links. Low amount. And a Roach Warren. Hey. Double gas, triple gas. Okay. Okay. Dark going very early into attack here. Gonna make some roaches. This could be a Ravager all in. He is very light on drones. 35. And we're gonna see if he makes any more drones. So far it's been only Overlords. I mean, I'm checking the X. I shouldn't do that. But there we go. Roaches are... I mean, I'm you know, casting without production tabs. So I shouldn't check that. There we go. So he's making some roaches, some Ravagers. No, I haven't seen a drone yet coming out. So only Overlords. Only extra army. This could be an all-in here. By the man, by the Zerg, by the god, by the father now. Seems it is so far. Only Lynx and Roaches reinforcing here. No Roach speed it seems. Of course there is no lair. And yeah, that's not what you want to run into though. Hellion Banshee without the Hellions. It's just a Banshee. They're basically already putting a timer on this one. Killing the second Ravager in a row here. Very easy pickoffs. Stim is not going to get cancelled. As you can see, it just completed. So next one is going to be Combat Shields, but that's not nearly as impactful as Stim. On the Banshee, well, the Banshee is kind of free to do whatever it wants to. It has Cloak as well, so very well here. For very good position here for Byun. He's gonna see, like, he's gonna go try to harass drones, but there's no drones on the third, and he's like, what? He's super all in. Let's go back with the Banshee. Let's defend this push, and let's just win the game. Second Banshee coming out as well. It also has Cloak, so sniping this with Ravager is really, really difficult. Gonna get maybe one of the barracks. Trying to snipe the bunker here. Gets the bunker at least, but those Banshees are just too much. You've got a ton of Lynx behind this now. And the wall has been kind of destroyed. Everything's in the air right now. These Marines are a little bit stuck here. Sniping his own Lynx actually. Byun kind of navigating beautifully there. And superbly defended. No issue whatsoever. GG. Byun takes the game. Well done by Byun. Okay. Let's see. Game number 3 is gonna be on. I like this map as well. Crimson Court. For the father. Okay. Iron Ringed. Thanks so much. Go and see game number 3. There we go. In game. In the bottom left of Crimson Court, we have Dark, and in the top right, we have Byun. Okay, let's take a quick look at the map. So we've got a rather standard main base here with a ramp leading into the natural. Then there is a low ground, basically natural situation, so there's no actual ramp. And this is what's happening here. So there's a 3 gold minerals. 1, 2, 3. Gold mineral wall. You want to mine out one direction. And they have 7 minerals. So it's 7, 14, and what, 21. And it's 1 trip. If you mine gold minerals. So you have 3 crystals to go through. And in 3 trips. And then you can proceed into this area. This is 4 rocks. And they're all full health rocks. So you need to kill like at least 2 at 2000 and 4000 HP together to open one path. If you want to have it as a Zerg, you kind of want to open all of those. So you have like 8000 HP to do through. Then you have the same down here, as you can see, the breeze and those rocks. They are both at 2000 health. All of those. And you have so many expansions behind this. There's 1, 2, 3 bases. There's another rock formation here. And there's the last base. And then we have another mineral wall. So to easily open this area, which is kind of... It is kind of an island area. at the start of the game. So to easily open this, you need to just mine out these minerals, which is really not that much. But then, like, okay, so let's say you're Zerg here right now in this position, and you mine open this and then just expand into this area. But Terran can just siege from here. He can like come from the north, which is like a one area only, right? Defensible area. So Zerg kind of wants to surround Terran armies, right? To really crush them and win the fight. And the bigger the surround, the better the surround. Usually the better the fight goes for the Zerg player. So this is a huge edge for Terran on this map. And Zerg really has to work hard to open up the map. But once it's opened up, then I think you can set up a lot of counterattacks. You can set up a lot of flanks, a lot of surrounds, and then it becomes kind of, well, in favor of the Zerg player, maybe. So far, this seems to be a very favorable map for tank pushes specifically. But we're gonna see what Byun is gonna do, what he's gonna play here. So far, we've got a triple command before the starport again. Factory going into Alien Banshee, most likely. Starport coming up next here. Reaper's just poking around for now. Did not get this cancel on the base or anything. Delay. See some links here. Gets kill. Gets out. Of course, scouted this one. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. There's a purple gas. This is a forward base, and so you can siege this very easy from the low ground. You can just hit this from the low ground with like marauders. I think maybe even marines can reach there. Whoa, that Reaper had a kind of an explosive death there. He still jumped up, but only his carcass, not the rest, not his soul. His soul stayed down with the lynx. And there we go. This might be just the poke Dark is looking for. Get a couple SCVs. It's gonna pull back here at first and defend off this Hellions. But yeah, he gets one SCV and is gonna escape with one ling. No, unfortunate. A little bit unfortunate there. Go, some queens poking away at the Hellions. Okay, so as the map is rather tight, it feels a little bit tough to rotate. Specifically units like Hellions, for example, or offensive maneuvers. So like having this base here on the high ground, I mean, you can probably hit from here, maybe just out of range, but you should be able to hit the guy there, from there. I mean, Hellions are not going to kill a gas geyser. But you can like use those units to support a marine push, for example, or a tank push. Yeah, from the low ground. Go Banshee and interference matrix. Okay, so he cancels this. So he was showing an upgrade and saying like, hey, I'm getting cloaked Banshees like the last game, and triggering Dark there. And these days with the interference matrix actually as well, and Ravens. You can also open Raven and interference matrix in this matchup. It's not really as good because it doesn't do too much. You can disable queens, like the most valuable unit, I guess. You can disable there. And usually it's cloak, right, you're getting. But this time it's just cloakless Banshees, so it's less of an investment. These Banshees should be more defensive. I kind of want to see them more defensive. As I say that, of course, it's Byun, so he's gonna go ahead across the map and try to see if he can find anything. I just hope he pulls them back and does not lose them. Sits them over his third, or maybe over those minerals. Like, you can block the minerals from getting killed if you set a Banshee over here. Although queens are in position everywhere, so just easily pushing back those Banshees. I hope, for Byun's sake, he's just not gonna lose those. We see Baneling Nest and Ling upgrades here. And Dark has been mining out this area. He's also been one of these players who has been experimenting a lot with Dropper Lords. If you followed the patch, the Overlord, Drop Overlord specifically, has received a speed bonus. And there we go. Overlord speed is actually coming in, and we have some Overlord in a very curious position over here. So Overlord's speed, Drop Overlords are even more faster than they used to be, and faster than the normal speed overlord. They're not as fast as a speed overseer though, but they are pretty fast at this point. They're actually like, it feels like they can do something. They can like bring units in and out. It feels like it's not a one-way trip, you know, which it used to be because they were so slow. There we go. We're building up some tanks for now. For Byun here, a second factory. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. If it's gonna be Widowmine commitment and drilling claws here in a second, or if the second factory is gonna be for tanks. Ooh, a little bit later on the picker maybe. Maybe all calculate. Oh my god, those Banshees ate so much damage. They didn't find any damage. No kills. Was for that much damage. There we go. Okay, look at this speed. It's quite fast, huh? If I can get a look at it. Okay, let's check. We have 2.63 on the not drop lord overlords, and once this one has unload, we can see the armor, and then we can actually check the speed of the drop lord. I hope it can unload everything before it gets killed, so we can actually see the speed difference there. I'm losing a couple drones here, trying to take this base. There we go, Overlord coming into position. I think he's gonna be good there. Oh, second tech lab, so I assume it's gonna be continued tank production. Couple drones falling here again to those marines, and there we go, Ling drop coming in. Very uncommon, rare sight. Unfortunately though, just in a second where Byun was looking at this location, trying to place his extra barracks, so no damage dealt whatsoever. Okay, so for now, Dark is kind of expanding into all of the areas. He's basically mined out both of these locations, and he's expanding into both areas. So I think he should actually work on these rocks with his army right now and open up the paths so he can actually surround those armies once they come in. Dropper Lord almost getting killed here. 18 HP, he ran into that missile turret and the marines there. Tried to drop out the last units there. Did not happen. Drones getting picked off here by these Banshees, finally finding some value, but they're so low! The Queen just walks over and finishes those off. Oh, lovely position here on the sensor tower. Trying to move in with the Medivacs again in the south, but everything's tight in position here for Dark. Not gonna find any open. Look at these. This is like crevasses and plateaus and everything tanks love. And there we go. 3 extra SCCs, CCs. Got the ghost transition. We've got +2/+2 done. Hope Dark is working on his 2/2 as well. Nidus Worm is actually done as well. And I think the Hive is done. Ultralisk Cavern is done. We're gonna see some Ultralisk. We've got White Pillars. Trying to clean out this Medivacs. Lovely. And yeah, Byun not reacting at all. I'm just losing both of them for nothing. Finally we see Dark is clearing out these areas here. The rocks opening up many paths. If he can get an Overlord to drop creep here, he would be my hero. If he does that, the creep just reaches out onto the top. Oh, Byun also opening up some rocks here. And he could mine out these minerals as well. And this is so interesting. So, oh, there we go. Nidus Worm, but this is completely inside of Byun, and he was working on the rocks here, so he has the army nearby. He can maybe he's like waiting for this, but nah. He's just gonna kill it off. He could wait until some units come out and then snipe it, for example. And there we go, a tank behind these minerals with a turret, also a stuck SCV. He's completely tightened up. I think the Overlord drop did go down there. There's nothing behind. Didn't see it die, but it's not there anymore. Maybe it fell off the map. Well, and Dark just keeps on expanding. He's gonna gobble up like more than half of the map, I want to say, with this base. And this is a super, super defensive position. Like, you cannot break a Terran defended like this, can you? On a map with so many ledges and high grounds and low grounds. It feels like impossible. Look at how many tanks there are. What, 4, 5, 6, 7 on this? 8 tanks on this screen. There we go. With another Nidus into the natural. This is just making turrets even. It doesn't feel like this position can be broken at all. There we go, the big Overlord migration. This might be a huge drop. Gonna keep an eye out if we can get a drop Overlord and check out their speed. This is gonna be Ultralisk, Banes and Lings. And on the bottom side we've got a huge Baneling attack, also some Vipers, but those are gonna get killed even by turrets and Vikings. You're not gonna find anything. He's gonna kill some of the army, some SCVs, but this was a very costly attack and did not do too much into return. I guess Dark wanted to replace his units, maybe. We've got movement speed. Okay, I got it. I caught it. It's 3, right? So these have 2.6. It's literally 3, so that's a big boost. You see, those are so fast now. They actually can just run over turrets and like drop units. And then we have Ling drops here as well onto the tanks, bombing the tanks, really good. So we had a low value move there from Dark early. What? Is this... Wait, did... What? Wait, this is mined out, right? Yeah. This is mined out. This is... One path has been mined out. I didn't see if Dark actually mined this out, but this was mined out. So yeah. That's why he could move through there. There we go, Baneling drop as well here onto the high ground. And Byun is just kind of saying like, whatever, I'm not taking too much damage, I'm just keep on producing things and tanks and marines and just like not gonna attack you. I can just sit here and you have to see how you can break me. And it's not gonna happen with Ling Ultra. So let's talk about the Zerg in this position and what you could do as Dark. So you are currently stuck a little bit. Not really stuck, you have tons of money. You can transition into whatever you want. But you are currently on a Ling Ultra Bane composition with some spellcaster support, namely Vipers. There we go, Vipers. What you can do as Zerg is always, if you are forced into this, go in the same position, like set up lurkers, go into lurkers. You can also go into swarm hosts and try to poke at the base, at the main base for example. As we see, there's turrets, but there's not really units in this position. So just like killing infrastructure against Terran can be great. And you already have the Nidus, so you can like set up positions coming from different angles with those swarm hosts, locusts, try to find value and grind the Terran down over time. You could also go into Broodlord Infestor and try to basically kill off the army, and like you can with Broodlords like pushing from this area, you can completely wreck this base. The Terran cannot do anything. Try to move Thors here. It's not gonna happen. And that's the famous Ling. And there we got some creep now. Great. But the turret is gonna be in time, so he doesn't even have to use a scan. Oh my god. Oh, he's still using the stand though, just when the turret's finished. And this Ling is still there. And those Lings, they've been trading wonderfully. Alright, so we see a Spire has been reduced. We need to find it though. There we go, it's actually a double Spire, Greater Spire also done. We have the upgrades in production, one is already done. So I assume Dark is thinking more in the Broodlord Infestor direction here to try and out-trade the Terran. 3 units are very strong. This is kind of a funny position here. Just like landing a CC there for blocking purposes. And yeah, Byun is already producing hellbats. He already has three almost done on his mech. I kind of want to see him also start getting upgrades for his air weapons. So he and get some starports so he can always switch into whatever he needs to. Like kind of be the Protoss player, you know, as a Terran, so he can quickly produce any transition or any transitional units, any unit you want really. If you set up so much production, you can have like Thors, you can have Vikings, you can have everything you want, Liberators, you can switch back into Ghosts, into Marines, into Bio. Yeah. Planetary, 31 kills. It's all, probably most of those are Zerglings, so it's been a valuable planetary. And Dark, okay, what he needs to do is he needs to mine out these bases faster. And like, do not mine these ones for now, like just keep them there. This one you should probably mine out, this one you should probably leave for a while. Mine out whatever is close to your opponent first. Specifically the one he's pushing. Just go there with maximum saturation, try to mine it out as fast as possible. Then it's not as valuable as a position anymore, right? Basically forcing your opponent to relocate all of his pushing into a different area if you mine this out so fast. Oh, nuke! There we go. Nuke on the static D. I like it. It is gonna be, well, moved a little bit at least. Some of those are gonna get hit. And we had some damage from the Vipers onto the hatchery, so the hatchery is a little bit low. Gonna get transfused here. But yeah, Dark might just lose this base. He is probably mid-transition somewhere. Most of his units are in the north currently defending from this push, but hey, 2 of the Thors get evacuated, so very high value retreat there on the side of Byun, only losing some bio units. There we go, Broodlord Infester in the bottom right, but we already lost the base, so the transition was just a little bit late. Now Byun can just rotate to the north. I mean, he also should just mine out these bases as fast as he can. He is kind of really sucking everything dry though at this point. There is more bases currently for dark mining, and he has the bigger bank. Let's count the bases. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bases basically. Some of them mined out here for Byun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bases for dark. Not all of them mining, some also mined out, but the general mineral count you can basically see it's definitely in favor of dark, and not by a bit, by quite a lot. It's 2 bases more. There we go. We have a very inefficient composition though currently still for dark on the north here, trying to trade, and those Broodlords are not moving, they're just here sitting. They could be pushing in here. I mean, there's Ghost Liberator waiting for those. And all of the Thors are in the north. It's, oh, there we go. Broodlord, sorry, Infester army coming in here. Shooting down some of those air units, I love it. Oh. Even sending a Spore Crawler. Oh my god, and yeah, Byun decides, let's just kill the Thor. It's been too much value for my opponent so far. I don't think really you can break this without the Broodlords, but the Broodlords, they feel so slow if they actually go to all the way to the north from the southeast to the northwest. You should not just have them like idling here though. Poking, poking, poking. Poking here, poking there, poking everywhere. You should do that, Dark. But it seems like he might just lose the space to the north as well. It's gonna be evacuated already army-wise. And Dark decides to just regroup on the bottom and try to push the issue here in the bottom position. Let's see if he can actually break this. Like nukes, defensive nukes is a possibility here. And you see the Ghosts are already doing a lot of value shots there against those Broodlords, picking off some of those. And also the base is gonna get taken out in the north. The south was retaken, but it's not nearly mining fully here at this point. Some of those units get blown off. Out of the map. There we go. Byun is gonna take the north. And it's very healthy still. I mean, some of those are really close to mine out. 35 minerals on this one. There was like 700 minerals going into the bank of Dark there. Just probably mined out a third of the base, roughly. And finally Dark is gonna use his 3 units to start poking the bases of Byun here in the middle. He's still long distance mining this. +3 armor drones. They're even surviving a shot from a Thor. Like if it's only one cannon. So much lava. I don't think this is cute on the... I don't think it's lava he's actually has, like on the production facility. And it's gonna get taken out as well. This is lava from the earlier base, so it's probably uncute. You can manually use it, of course, but it should not come up in your select all lava hotkey from all the hatcheries. Another quality of life feature they could like add. I found another thing they should add into the, you know, arsenal of make the game easier. Here we go. Let's do it, Blizzard. Lovely, those changeling armies moving around there. Oh, there we go. This is so many Broodlords at this point. They can just kill this area here completely. They can just wipe this area before Byun can really move in position. I mean, he has solidified the north now, but he's gonna lose the middle. And the middle is basically the staging ground for all of his rotations. Okay, so this is it. Caster battle here. EMP against Fungal. And then we can finally go into some, you know, snipes if it happens. But at the same side, of the same time on the other side, we have the push from Byun here going forward. Taken out. It's kind of a mech push at this point with ghost support. Oh, so many snipes here. But as you can see, it's just so many Broodlords. It's like maxed Broodlord Infester. It's so many Broodlords. Oh my god. He loses like 6-7 Broodlords. He still has 15 or something. Oh my god, it's so many Broodlords. But Byun also is just pushing down those bases from Dark. And Dark has nothing to defend. I mean, Byun is still defending with Ghost Hellion here. And he's kind of cutting down the army more and more. What is inside the Nidus? I kind of want to see. It's getting cancelled. Wait. Oh! He lost the Nidus! He lost the Nidus! Everything that was inside the Nidus did completely get wiped out. I did not see what was inside, but there was some white supply inside. It was not too big. Probably like Ling reinforcements, but definitely he lost it for free. There was no trade involvement. And okay, so let's see. We have a very slow moving Broodlord Infester. We have a lot of potential to rebuild. Oh my god, just 17 starports at once. And Vikings and whatever. Everything into the air here. Inside of Byun. There's a huge bank for Dark, but he's gonna lose all of his tech. And once he lost all of the tech, he cannot use the bank. It's not gonna be any help. He has so much money, but like it literally is gonna come down to one army fight for him, and he does not have any anti-air. It's like 4 Corruptors and some Broodlords. Sorry, some infestors, like 5 infestors with Fungals. Once those are gone, like it's lights out. I think this is the biggest mistake. This base trade. He's feeling so safe because he has so much money, but he has no tech. He cannot reproduce. And Byun, he's just making Vikings non-stop right now. He has so much money as well in the bank. He has max supply. He still needs to lose more SCVs. He has 69 SCVs. Way too many at this point. He can't even use all of those mining. I bet you some overcross. I mean, all of those have been making structures right now. So most of this is actually idle SCVs. But there we go. Some of the Liberators coming in here. Starting to pick away at those Broodlords. They have +2 at least. It's not +3, but +2 is still fine. Liberators start to kill units as well at this stage of the game. And now we have the Vikings swinging in as well. And this should just obliterate all of the air army here that Dark has mustered. And what are you doing with those Broodlords? Once you've lost those, what do you have left, Dark? There is no tech. You've lost your spawning pool. Your Ultralisk cabinet just went down right here to the hellbed. And all of these Brood Lords, the double spire, everything, it all went down. Alright, so once these Brood Lords have been picked up, we have the Ultralisk also going down here. These Infestors might be able to get a good funker, but no. Byun is just gonna take the game. And Dark has 9,000 minerals and 5,000 gas in the bank because he lost all of his tech. He couldn't make anything. Amazingly played here by Byun, basically. Super patient play and then just coming in at the perfect time, poking out lights at Dark space, no pun intended. Resetting all the tech and all of the money in the world. It cannot save you if you don't have room to grow into anymore and if you cannot reproduce anything. There you go. Very well done.